The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back.
Mike, 53. 52.
From the gun, Jones looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 19-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We go tonight. 180.
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Fresno.
the gun. Here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
You can't block me. Watch the eyes.
Hey, Charlie.
On second and very short, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Greystone, Travis.
Watch the slant.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid of me.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And the kick by Rosas is good. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball?
Touchdown, L.A.! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Jones on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Record. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch the pass. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Now Jones. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
High 7.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Ready?
Jones now, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, Parker, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones over the middle. He's got his tight end, Ingram. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
53, check 53.
Operating from the gun. Jones got a man, Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Check 9, check 9.
Fire.
They'll run with Barkley. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas to add the extra point. No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Team for the Rams able to secure the football. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Giants 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Jones, a final shot before break. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, McFarland. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here's Goff, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We go. 30 base. Hey, orbit. Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip right. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Ready?
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, we got Mike 50.
Now Jones going to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike. Go. 53 to Mike. 53.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
To throw again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Echo.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike, 53. Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal.
And Rosas has pushed it to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, McFarland. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
It always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Throwing Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Malik Collins never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check pass.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Ric Flair.
Goff now looking to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Mike, go tonight. Mike 20.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Double time. We got 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
screen.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
27, Giants 26.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Ready to break.
53, Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
From the gun on third down, Jones. He finds Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
For this, they still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike, 53.
Hey, zoom.
Too little.
Big grip.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
6'3", 218, chop.
He's checking. He's crashing.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run on first down. McFarland And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
But in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
You draw forfeit. Hey, 76. 76.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
61, matchbox white.
Check 49, check 49.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the slant.
Yep.
Motion. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Saquon Barkley running right, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
General West.
Get that quarterback.
Check 43. Check safety. 36.
Barkley. And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, check 24, check 25.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180!
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
35 to Mike.
Stay with your man.
Mike 35, Mike.
Now it's gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
High 7. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On the run, it's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So so for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.